Hey, hey, hey. So check this out. I do this, every so often. I get on FBO.gov and search for any contracts that might be interesting to me. So I search within the last year. I want to see an award notice, and what this means is that it was a contract that was actually awarded. So they have the governmental post basically, like, hey, we're looking for this, that, or the other. You can bid on it, you can whatever, submit your proposal, and then eventually they have to award it. So this is that. So I want to see something that talks about secure facility. And I had searched this a little bit earlier, and I found only one. And this is for, they want rental space basically. It's public building services, realty services. So if you're looking for the codes, um, and so it was kind of weird because when you go through, it's nearly a $3 million contract, not too shabby, and it's in Amarillo, Texas, and basically the government has these stipulations. They say they have unique requirements, and so I'll kind of summarize some of them, but basically either an existing federal building, or something that meets government requirements. But government requirements are pretty stringent, and it says they want something that's located on a second story or higher. This is security reasons, obviously. They want a better vantage point, and it's not too easy to enter from the second floor unless you have like a helicopter or hoverboard, or you're a vampire who can float, if you've ever seen The Lost Boys. And it says, in the event a second or above space is not available in the market, the government will accept first floor spaces under the following circumstances. So, again, these are the stringent circumstances. The government is the sole tenant. Sole tenant. No other people are allowed. It says all on-site required secured parking for official law enforcement vehicles is included. This part's important, that it's secure on-site parking. 20-foot setback from the building to all sidewalks, access streets, parking lots, adjoining streets. A fence meeting government specifications is included at the lessor or owner's expense, and blast film is provided at the owner's expense if the government determines blast film is required based on risk vulnerability assessment of the property. Oh, I don't know if that's standard practice. I assume it is, especially after the Murrah building. But it's like, whoa, you're getting pretty serious here. And then they say, they'll do their risk assessment on case by case basis, but they also want to make sure that their space is contiguous space. It's like all one space, and if it's a single floor, again, they get the whole floor. If it's adjoining floors, then they have to be together. They have to be stacked, so it has to be like floors 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8, or 8, 9. It can't be floors like 2 and 7 or 3 and 5. They have to be together. Again, security purposes, I'm sure. For multi-tenant, multi-story buildings, an elevator controlled by a card reader type system for the sole use of the government shall be provided from the secure parking level with elevator exits to both the visitor entry and secure areas. Again, they're serious. They are serious about access control. So again, that's why that to go from the building to your car, because this is important, because that's a place that you can be snatched and grabbed if you have to walk a distance to get to your car. So it's important that you're secure leaving the building and making it to your vehicle. Secure on-site or adjacent parking is required, either in the form of an enclosed garage with reserved spaces or an adjacent surface lot with direct access to a building entrance. Again, the parking part is very important here. So you'll read through the rest, and it says the government shall have the right to mount roof antennas. Agency cannot be collected with federal, state, or local government agencies or private firms whose primary clientele are involved or have ties to criminal elements. Basically, they don't want to share a building with anybody who is involved with criminal activity. Go figure. The agency cannot be co-located with agencies providing probation and or parole services, halfway house, drug abuse counseling. Basically, again, anyone involved with any kind of criminal activity, um, or as well as private law firms representing drug offenders. Entrances and exits are not to be located within 1,000 feet line of sight or the vicinity of a designated drug-free zone. Interesting. So they don't even want somebody who is who they don't even want like a drug place that's able to see their entrances and exits of this building so that you can't clock them. Like that's pretty deep. Um, but so going further, and you look for the actual address of the place. So we get down to here, and here's the actual award. Um, and it looks like this had been posted a couple times before it actually got awarded. So the contractor awarded, this is their address, but the actual space that was leased, and it says, here's what they get, blah, 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 feet, rentable square feet for office space for a 15-year or 10-year firm lease at 500 South Taylor Street. Oh, you jerk. 500 South Taylor Street, suite number 500, Amarillo, Texas. So let's see it. Where are we at here? One of the interesting things I notice immediately is it says it's a parking garage. Kind of weird. They're leasing a parking garage? Doesn't sound like office space. And then you look at it. Yeah, seems like a parking garage. Zoom in here. So this parking garage here, let's copy. Just so we still have that one up and we can get a better view. Looks like a parking garage. Kinda ho-hum. Not now. So it's a parking garage. Like, what do we do? Southeast 5th. Polk Street. So parking garage. That would be the building maybe that it's close enough to. Who are these guys parked outside of the parking garage? Shouldn't they be parked in the parking garage? Let's see. So again, clearly parking garage. There's your... Is there direct access between... So these are... This is the only building that I guess it could be, if they're renting that or space in that. But again, that building there is the Amarillo National Bank Mortgage Loan Servicing building. But this is the contractor award address. Which you will find out is, I believe, this. Amarillo National Bank, Plaza 1 branch. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. So 410 South Taylor Street. So 410, and the other one was 500 South Taylor Street. So 500 South Taylor Street's like right here. That and that are not adjacent. They are not next to each other. It is not a secure entrance from the elevator, if they're in the second story or more of this, that brings you to the parking structure here. which again says it's required. I find that weird. Shouldn't be like that. So that's one of those anomalies that someone should do a video on that says, hey, why is the government getting this leasing for this building and it's it doesn't all add up. Um, not that not that any I won't even mention it, whatever. But let's go check another one out. Again, let's go 365. Um, so let's see here. What do we want to search for? Just go to detention center. And we'll, same thing, do an award notice. I think I spelled that right. Well, let's hope so. So apparently nothing in the last year for that. So let's go, how about detention facility? Same thing, nothing. Okay. Let's just see what they have for construction. Obviously a lot, right? I know that there was something going on at Joint Lewis McChord base, because I thought that's where one of the 3 detention centers being prepped might possibly be. I think one's in Montana, and I think one is in. There was a bunch of other places for the third, but Washington State, Lewis McChord, Joint Air Force Base, Lewis McChord has their barracks or their prison facility was being upgraded to fit like another 180 something inmates, which anyway was interesting to me because like it's a lot of people. It's a lot more prisoners you got to accommodate. So let's just see, McChord. I don't know if that's how you spell it. Yes, that's how we spell it. Excellent. So, design work. Sub-installations. Bill of materials. Notice for intent of sole source for maintenance. Musician services. What? Where's this at? For Department of Army procurements only. I'm gonna check that one out. Backbone circuit between Thresher, Bangor Submarine Base, Washington. Let's see. Department of the Army. Spouse mentor, sole source. Wow. Did I really say 10 gigabyte? Jeez. Sole source for audio scan. I don't know. I'll have to look at that one later. Anyway, I thought that it was interesting that the government is looking for office space in Texas, and they're not following their own rules. I'll have another video that goes through. I got about 15 tabs open on my other machine that are all FBO pages with weird, we'll say weird contracts awarded. This just happened to be one of those digs, but over the next couple days, I'll show you a few more. Hey, I encourage you, get on fedbizops.gov. It's free. You don't even have to register. Just get on there, do a search, start looking for stuff, see if you can find anything. This is where you should be looking when you're trying to squash those FEMA rumors or those Jade Helm rumors or those other kind of things. Or if you're looking to start those rumors, here's where you could find some evidence that you could actually use to back your case. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, troll, flame, do whatever the heck you want. It's a free country. Let's keep it that way.